What an absolute embarrassment. Crap shot after crap shot, and it just kept getting worse. Throw everything that I've said over the last year out the window. Well, that's what I did last week, and boy, did it get ugly. I started learning how to golf back in 2004 when I was in high school, and I kept going until about 2010, and I stopped because it just wasn't fun anymore. I started up again back in 2024, and I've taken a deep dive into my swing and the mechanics, and I'm really enjoying that. It's really helped me to fix my swing. I started hitting great, for me at least, and decided not to waste the knowledge that I've gained and decided to use it to start helping others. My goal from day one has always been to become a scratch golfer. But at a certain point, I realized, I could do more. I could take what I've learned and help people like you reach whatever your goals might be. But I'm also not here to blow smoke like a lot of people on YouTube and social media do, and I'm going to tell you the truth about my game. I'm here to be honest and to give tips where I can, but I'm also going to admit when my game blows up like it did the other day, because we're all human. So here's how it went. A real quick summary: I broke every rule that I've talked to you about over the past year. I got there late, I only hit 6 range balls, I didn't stretch out, and I didn't hit any putts. That is very rare for me, and I should have known right from there that it wasn't going to be good. We had heavy wind, so what did I do? I teed it up high and used the driver. Again, something I wouldn't necessarily do, and I tell you not to do. I got into my head on the first tee before I even took a shot, and it just got worse from there. It got to the point where a couple holes in, I completely stopped reading greens because I didn't care anymore. Not like I tell you guys not to care what your score is. I just didn't give a shit. I wanted to be done golfing. So I stepped up to the ball. I hit it to where it went there, boom, boom, boom. If it went in the hole, great. If it didn't, I picked it up and walked away. 13 or 14 holes in, I finally took a breath and slowed down. After I had already ruined my day, and I didn't need to. For any of you who don't know, I'm Doug with Golf Reboot. My goal is to become a scratch golfer, and I want to help get you to wherever you want to be. Like I said before, I golfed years ago, stopped until last year, and now I really, along with making my game better, I want to help make yours too. I want to be a real person that you can trust and rely on, where if I tell you to do something, and then I think, oh, it's wrong, I'm going to tell you that. If you're interested in becoming part of our community, don't forget to like and subscribe to the page, and you can also go to the link in the description to join our online newsletter. So let's dig into what really happened that day. So, broken rule number 1, get there and warm up your body. I'm 35 years old. I'm not really old, but I do need to move. I like hitting balls before I get there. I like putting to get my gapping ready on all of my clubs and the putter, and I also need to just loosen my body up. Well, I didn't do that. I got there about 10 minutes before tee time, went into the pro shop quick, met my buddy at the range, hit about 6 balls, couple drivers, couple irons, nothing crazy. Didn't really hit them good either, which that should have told me something. We got in the cart and took off. Got to the first tee. I honestly had no idea what my ball was going to do that day. I wasn't feeling the swing. I wasn't loosened up. And we probably had 20 to 30 mile gusts that were blowing towards us, away from us, left and right. Didn't really matter. I knew that it wasn't going to be a good day, and I had decided that in my head already. So I tee off that first shot, knowing that I shouldn't have, knowing that I wasn't ready, and knowing it was going to be a bad round. I stepped up to the ball. I didn't feel set. I wasn't comfortable. I didn't go through my normal routine like I say to. And take a guess at what happened. First one I topped, and it went straight into the woods and was gone. There were also a lot of leaves out there. We weren't finding a lot of balls that weren't in the fairway. So I had to hit again. Should have taken the 3-wood. Did not. Put the ball up, over on the right side, big nasty slice. All right, so that one didn't kill me, but based on that and what I saw the wind do, it should have clued me in to think a little bit more. Ended that hole with a double bogey. There's a lot of times, especially when I played in high school, I would start the round with a double bogey on the first hole. To me, that's not a huge deal. You can recover from that. A lot of people need that first hole to really get going. Broken rule number 2, be smart on the tee. Don't always use the driver. So like I just said, I used the driver. Why did I do that? Because I'm an idiot. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Because I'm an idiot. Basically, that's what it comes down to. I wanted to show people that I can hit the driver a long way. Well, the problem is when the wind's coming into you or the wind's going off to the side, the driver is going to be a problem. So knowing that I shouldn't hit the driver, I said, F that. Went terrible. Ball went way up in the air because I usually tee the driver forward and I tee it high. So the ball goes flying up in the air, the wind takes it, and it's 3 fairways over. Things I could have done different. I could have teed it lower, done fairway finder. I still get a lot of height on those. I could have gone with a 3-wood. I know that my 3-wood's been playing very well from playing it from the range, from my garage. I'm hitting it very straight, and I can keep that down. I don't need to get that sky high. Or I could use an iron, but nobody wants to use an iron off the tee on a par 4 or par 5. Well, you know what? If I did that, my round probably would have been a lot better. Everybody wants to use the big stick when you're on the tee box, but you know what? Sometimes you just need to be smart about it. And I'm not telling you that to tell you you need to change your game. I'm looking at what I did, knowing what I tell you, and I didn't even follow it. Now the biggie, I say this one all the time. Broken rule number 3. When you're on the golf course, don't think. Don't think about it. That is all I did all day. From the time I stepped up to the first tee, I was thinking about how windy it was, how many leaves there are, how if I put the ball off the fairway, I'm not going to find the ball. I might not find the ball on the fairway. Oh, it's kind of wet out here. Oh, I really need to hit better than these guys. Boy, this course is really narrow. This is a course I played in high school, hadn't played since. I knew it was narrow. But you know what? The way my game has changed, narrow fairways don't affect me like they used to. But I had so many thoughts going on in my head, it didn't matter. I was not going to play well. Sometimes I have things going on in my head and I'll step up to the ball and I take that breath, play a song in my head, breathe and swing, set up and swing. You need a pre-shot routine. Wasn't doing that. Didn't know where I was placing the ball. I was just winging it. The swing thoughts were coming in. It was keep the V, set the grip, leg distances, make sure that your spine's in line. All of these things that, yes, they're very important, but they're things that I shouldn't have been thinking about as I'm swinging the club. Well, I was thinking about them before I swung the club, and then I realized about 6-7 holes in, I'm literally adjusting myself as I'm in the middle of my swing. It's important that when you're coming down, you drop the club into the slot so that you don't slice it or anything like that, but I shouldn't be thinking about that on the way. I shouldn't be thinking about that while the club is in the air getting ready to hit the ball, because what happens then? Not good things. I 100% can tell you bad things happen when you do that. So I had a lot of swing thoughts. I was counting my strokes, which, as I've said before, for me, if I'm counting strokes, I'm done. It's all over. And adjusting mid-round and mid-swing. I was tweaking things, which you can do that a little bit, but I was tweaking so many different things, trying to get the ball in different spots. And it just kept getting worse as I went. I was barely on the fairway all day. I would hit a couple good shots here and there, and you know what happened? That's because I wasn't thinking. I would step up, go through my thing, take a breath, boom, put the ball where I needed to. Had a fantastic shot from 125 that I put it 10 feet away from the pin, and that was after a nice drive. That was on the front 9, but I couldn't just get into it from there. Comment down below if you've ever had a situation like this where you know you should be doing things differently, but you get so far in that you just can't. Let's talk about it. Let's see if other people have different ways that you can knock yourself out of that to turn your round around, because it's not fun to have a sucky round. So I wanted to take a quick 30-second break from our video and just talk about some of the brands that I found since I started golfing again. You can go to golfreboot.com/brands and see all the different brands that I've found that we have discount codes for. If you go there, you'll see Rapsodo, Putt Aim, and Busted Golf. Now, Rapsodo, obviously, I've got the MLM2 Pro. I love the thing. It's completely changed the way I swing, and you can click there to get a link. Busted Golf, you can use code GolfReboot, and you'll save 10%. Putt Aim, same deal. Use our link and you'll save a little bit. And we do get a little bit with Rapsodo. We get some points. The other things we get credits. To me, that's not what's important. What's important is these are things that I've found that have changed the way I golf. They're companies that I support. Busted Golf, for example, they're veteran owned. They support veterans, first responders, and different things like that, which I feel is important for a company. So check those out. They've helped me. I'm sure they can help you. And let's get back to the video. Broken rule number 4. And this one kills me because my short game is usually very good. I can usually chip the ball pretty close to the hole, and I generally also know where my putter's going. And I know how far I need to hit it. I know generally within 5 feet I'm putting it in. Anything further than that, If it's under 20 feet, I'm going to be a foot or two away. If it's further than that, I'll be within 5. 2 putting is something that saves my game. I get a lot of 1 putts because I can chip. I had a lot of 3 putts. I had a lot of stupid misses. I putted terrible. I got to the point where I was just walking up and guessing, and if the ball went in, great. If it didn't, whatever. Didn't care anymore. By hole 6, I was basically done and ready to go home. So if I would have gotten ready, I had no real read for the greens. If I would have prepped and gotten ready, it would have been better for me. But I got into a headspace where it just wasn't good and it wasn't going to be good, and I had decided that before I even teed off. Now, if you think things like this are interesting and you like hearing me talk about the mental side of the game or mistakes I've made, different things like that, aside from just the tips, I'm going to keep doing tips and tricks. Comment down below, let me know. I can also put something out, like I said before, in the online newsletter. Make sure you sign up for that. You can click the link in the description to sign up, and I can add things into that too. But let me know what you think about it. Now we're going to talk about the change. I think it was hole 13 or 14. I realized I'm an idiot. I stopped. I slowed everything down. I let it go. I put the scorecard away. I didn't touch the app on my phone that tracks my scores and fairways, which I hadn't hit any fairways or greens, so it didn't really matter. But I stopped thinking and I woke up a little bit and realized I'm out golfing. It's not a terribly hard course. Yes, it's very windy. Yes, there's a lot of leaves, but I can play that game. I can keep the ball low. So the last 4 to 5 holes, I don't remember where exactly it was I turned it around, I played a lot better. I got back to my game, hit a bunch of pars at that point, hit a birdie at one point. I was playing well. I was playing how I should have the whole time. But the initial part of the round killed me. And what makes it worse, I thought about it on the way home. It's all the things I've said in videos to you. Don't do these things. And I did almost all of them. I've talked about a couple here. I could make this video 6 hours long and talk about every single little thing that I did because I've thought about it since, and I can't wait to get back out on the course to not think and to have a good round or to just have fun out there. But the first swing of the day, the prep for the day, killed my entire round. So let's be real. I messed up. I'm human. I will admit it. That's the point of this. I want you to trust me when I'm telling you to try things, but know that I screw up too. I 100% believe in everything that I've posted, and if I even did half of the things that I've talked about, that day would have been completely different. I got in my head before I even showed up. I was late getting back home. I didn't prep. I didn't have my bag packed. I was not ready to go out there. And that translated through. I'm the type of person that I like to get up, have everything ready, eat something, and then go. And that's not how I did it. So I didn't want this to be a real long video, and it's not going to be, but I wanted to get it out there to show that we're all human. We all make mistakes. I've been playing great for the last probably this whole season. I've been playing very well. And we all have our blow up day. We all have a day where nothing that we do is right. And I've said it in videos before. If that's the case, just enjoy being out there. Hit the shots you can hit. And some days it's just not yours. I'll put more videos out there. Make sure that you like this one, subscribe. We're gonna get out to more people because I really think as a group we can help more. Give me some ideas below on what you think I should talk about next. I've got a series that I'm in the middle of right now, From Tee to Green, and it's gonna talk about driver, woods, long iron, short irons, chipping, putting, all the different things to make you a better golfer. So I'm gonna link that up above. I hope you appreciate this video. I hope that you appreciate the honesty, and I'm trying to be a real person. I'll see you next time.